we're going to start learning about equations with absolute value. Okay, and it starts right here, right? We're on number 6. This is your first video. Okay, and we're going to start with what is absolute value? Okay, hopefully this is something you've seen before. Okay, but the definition of absolute value is how far a number is from 0. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's sketch a number line here. Do your best to make it somewhat neat so that it's, easy for you to reference in your notes. Okay, let's put 0 in the middle, and let's go -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just a short number line. So what is absolute value? If it's the distance from 0, let's think about the number 2. Right? And we write absolute value like this as bars around a number. So what is the absolute value of 2? How far is 2 from 0? Let's see, let's just count. 1, 2. It's 2 spaces from 0. Okay, what about the absolute value of -3? What is the absolute value of -3? How many spaces is it from 0? 1, 2, 3. It's 3 spaces from 0. Okay, so here's the thing about absolute value. Because it's a distance from 0, distance can't be negative. Distance can't be negative. So what does absolute value do? Absolute value makes everything positive. Right? So notice, right, even though it has this definition, that it's a distance from 0, right, all this, what it actually does is just take negative numbers and make it positive. It takes positive numbers and just leaves them positive, right? So absolute values are always positive. Let's just take a look at a couple examples of what this looks like. Okay, so the absolute value of a number like 3, positive 3, is just 3. How far away is 3 from 0? It's just 3 spaces. If I have absolute value of -7, let's say, so -7 is here, and it's 7 spaces from 0, positive 7. Okay, notice it just makes it positive. Okay, if I have the absolute value of 0, how far is that from 0? Well, it's on 0. It's 0 spaces away from 0. Okay, and then what if I have an expression or something like this, inside an absolute value sign, like this? What's that? Well, let's see. This is 2. So absolute value is also a grouping symbol, right? So I would do the math in here first. So 2 minus 4 is -2. But then the absolute value makes it positive. Makes it positive 2. Okay? And then something to just be aware of is, if I have something like this, right? The absolute value of 5 is 5. But then if there's a negative sign in front of it, this is the negative whatever is right here, right? It's almost like a -1 multiplied by it. So this is -5. So just be careful with those negative signs out front, right? If I have this even, right? The absolute value of -3, that's positive 3. But then if I put a negative sign in front of it, it becomes -3. Okay, so just be aware of all the little kind of pieces of it. Okay, and if I have, say, something like this. Three times -6, -18. Absolute value though, positive 18. Okay, so this is kind of like the basics of what absolute value is. So you're going to do 4 quick practice problems like this, just to make sure you kind of understand what it is before we get into equations, okay? So set up your little space for your 4 practice problems. They're going to be super quick. You see there's just very small space, and then we'll continue.